Hey, it's Max Anderson with Smith& Company Real Estate, and I'm having a Zoom meeting here with a couple agents from our office of Smith& Company Real Estate. The three of us were discussing our week in review, and we thought it would be really great if we came together and did a meeting and shared our week in review of how we've proceeded since March 25th, when the governor put in place a stay-at-home policy deeming realtors as part of the non-essential group. However, we're going to talk a little bit about how truly essential we have been in this last week since the order went into place. And I have Mary Jo Weston with me and Anna P. Shea from the Smith & Company office. And Mary Jo, if you don't mind, I'm just going to put you first. And if you can just kind of share with everyone, I know you had a lot of activity this week. How did things go?
Well, hello to everybody first. It's been a very unique and interesting week. I have been contacting my clients through FaceTime, through email, through messaging. We've been getting a little creative on trying to, since we cannot go in the houses and do listings, my clients are sending me photos for future listings. Any way we can make it happen, we're doing it. And I have to say, all of the clients have been wonderful and very cooperative.
Right. This is, definitely uncharted territory for all of us. And I know that you definitely managed through the week really well with all of those things. Anna, how did you get through the week with your clients? Can you kind of give us a week in review?
Starting off, I first text everybody and let them know that we cannot go into any homes, that we are prohibited from doing so. We have a lot of buyers that were wanting to go look at houses. So we are keeping in touch via Facebook, texting. Actually have had an appraisal done this week, so that was good. An inspection was also done and a closing this morning. So everything is going streamlining. It's just a little different because we're not hands-on with our clients, but they really seem to understand because everybody wants to make sure we get out of this healthy and safe.
Thank you. So, honestly, all of us, including all of the counterparts to our business, have worked really well together. You mentioned home inspections, appraisals, and closings. The appraisers were deemed essential, so they're still able to go into homes. And one of our local appraisers, Bob Smith, who did an appraisal for me this week, he has the N95 face mask, I think it is. It's called N95. So he had that on, and he's so respectful of disinfecting and gloves and all of that. So we get permission from the homeowners for him to go in, and then of course, taking all the precautions going in. So appraisals were getting done, and home inspections. I know I had a couple home inspections. Each of you did, I think, as well, and appraisals. And as far as the closing goes, Mary Jo, talk to us a little bit about how you set up your closing with your client that you have coming up, I think, on Tuesday.
On Tuesday, I do. The title companies have been wonderful, and on Tuesday, this is the first time in 30 years I can say I'm only going to attend a closing via video conferencing. They did walk me through that yesterday in a test, and what they are doing is one party will enter, for example, the buyer will enter first, will leave the room, the seller will then enter, finish their documents, and I'll be watching it all on video conference, available for any questions. It's a unique way to do it, but I still want to be in that room with my client. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And, kudos to both title companies for stepping up and being creative. Can we give them a round of applause? Because it's not easy for them. They're leaving their families and going to the office and working, and it's a challenge. Anna, I'm going to go to you. Talk about how we use the digital DocuSigns, videos, our MLS. Can you kind of share with everyone how we're staying proactive that way?
Yes, we use zip forms for most of our contracts and documents. And like, for instance, this week, I needed an addendum done for a closing today. And so was able to get that done, send it DocuSign, and then get it to the title company so that everything would be squared away for this morning.
Fantastic. So also, we have to remember there's, people might think that real estate needs to come to an end or stop or whatever, but we have a lot of transient folks who have to move, Coast Guard, Border Patrol, U.S. Customs, and I think you had Corps of Engineers, didn't you, Mary Jo? I think you had an employee from
Yes, I did.
Engineers, and they still are getting their transfers and moving. So we have to be proactive. So it may be easy to say, not to keep working, but we have to, right? I mean, talk to that a little bit, how your client dealt with that, Mary Jo.
I have a client that has moved from another state. She's currently in a hotel right now, and they're holding up pretty well, but we will get them closed in the next week. I have to say there's many facets to what we do, and I do applaud all of those entities that you're talking about, the bankers, the appraisers, the inspectors, the title companies. We've just come together, as we always have, as one team, and that's how it's all bringing it together.
Right. I think Alicia yesterday, she was trying to get a hold of someone from the water department in the city, and Mike Gahuli had a contact. And I mean, that was us all talking to each other, making things happen and serving our clients the best we can.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, we talk a little bit about how we're getting through the closing. I'm going to put it back to you, Anna. What can we tell our clients who are listed right now? Like, what can we tell them to be doing? I mean, it feels like they're paralyzed and can't do anything, but it's not the case. What should they be doing?
If we have someone that wants to see their house, and if they are open to even doing a FaceTime through us or through with the clients still want to see what's going on. We're getting texts daily of listings. Things are actually going pending as this whole procedure is working, because people have been able to use video. I've had a couple people text this morning already wanting to know about houses, and they know we can't go in, but they still want to get information. And so our clients just need to hold on. We still have people that want to see their properties, and we'll do the best we can to either get them in virtually or wait till the order has expired.
Absolutely. And I have to say, Mary Jo, you mentioned 30 years in the business. Smith & Company Real Estate, we have, I think didn't we all add it up like a couple weeks ago that we had, and maybe I'm wrong, 180 years or some crazy thing like that.
Like 170, 180 years of experience.
I mean, truly, the depth of knowledge that we have. I mean, maybe technology and all of this stuff is new and uncharted for many of us, but when it comes to problem solving, when it comes down to real estate transactions, we have some problem solvers on our team, don't we?
Oh,
we do. Each and every person on our team has something to bring to the table at all times, and together there's nothing we don't seem to be able to solve.
Oh, I agree. So, going forward, I'm going to try to bring these public updates to the community, as much as we can. We'll try to get other agents to log on. I know a couple of our agents tried to log on, and then their customers called, and then they had to, get on a phone call with them. And this is also news to many of us. So thank you, ladies, for, taking time to get on here and do this, because, I push everyone with the technology, and sometimes it's a little uncomfortable, but that's the best part of all of this. We're all learning together. So I think it's a great thing. Yeah. Teamwork.
Thank you.
It was good to see your faces.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one thing is Smith & Company family? We talk about how we're family all the time. And sometimes when we're in the office, we probably annoy the crap out of each other but we miss each other, don't we?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
We do.
This tough quarantine, what are we, day 4, and we're already going to day 5.
Is that what day we're on? I don't even know.
I started counting as Monday, so it would be day 5, yeah.
And before we go, I did want to give a shout out to the other offices as well, because we're not a real estate community without working together with other offices. I know myself, and I just want to share, like, working with Anna from Century 21 yesterday, we had a closing, and we definitely had to be creative and do parking lot closing, and kudos to EUP. And then another property that I got under contract was with Laurel from Remax. And the interesting thing about that is her clients were Coast Guard coming from New York. My clients are selling and moving to Canada. And if that isn't the most stressful, challenging thing that all these folks have going on. They count on us to work together, office to office, more than anything and anytime ever. So kudos to all of us, right? Working together. Would you
Oh,
agree?
definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah. So again, thanks, ladies. And
Thank you.
yeah, well, we'll get the rest of the team on board and do some more recordings and try to see each other's faces a little bit more often. So,
That sounds good.
Stay, stay
all
healthy.
right.
Guys.
Yes, everybody stay
Yeah.
healthy.
Stay
Stay
healthy
healthy.
and let's give a big shout out to our healthcare workers and the essential workers in general. But good God, the folks at our hospitals and our healthcare community.
Absolutely.
That was actually one of the people, a hospital worker was a person in the closing this morning. And so that's why the title company actually came in at 7 o'clock so she could sign her documents and get to work by 8 o'clock because she is an essential employee.
Yeah, and they're so dedicated. And when Warm Around the Hospital and Dr. Reckner, David John, they come on, they did a video recording, I think it was yesterday, and just urging people to please stay home and stay safe. So let's all abide by that and continue to protect our community. So
Absolutely.
all right, guys, it has been my pleasure, yay, to be
Bye.
together with you guys. And I'll just wrap this up and share it with the rest of the community. So talk to you guys soon, okay?
Talk soon. All right.